Hey guys, I want to talk to you about something that is quietly causing more real estate deals to fall apart right now than just about anything else we're seeing in the market. And the frustrating thing about this is most agents don't even realize it's happening until it's too late in the process. Look, it's not pricing, it's not inspections, it's not even negotiations. It's the seller's disclosure. And whether you're in our office or you're an agent watching this somewhere else, this is something you need to understand right now. Lenders today are reviewing files more aggressively than ever before. And if a seller's disclosure references things like water intrusion, roof issues, foundation concerns, it can trigger underwriting conditions, delays, and additional inspections, if not worse. And sometimes it completely changes the entire trajectory of a deal. So this isn't a small issue anymore. This is something that can directly impact whether your deal actually closes or not. But let me be clear on something here. We are not in the business of hiding anything. Sellers must disclose all known and should have known material defects. That is the law, and it's the right thing to do. And as agents, our job is to guide them through that process. Not soften it, not avoid it, not help them word it in a better way that might feel like we're hiding it. We disclose it, period. But here's what has changed in the market. It's not the rule that's changed. It's how those disclosures are being interpreted by lenders and underwriters, and in many cases, AIs that are reading every single document that we send in. So if you disclose something today, you better be ready to support it, because underwriters and even post-closing reviews tied to Fannie and Freddie are going back through those files and looking for language that suggests there is a risk. And if they see it, they're going to ask questions. And here's why that matters so much. If a lender misses something and that loan gets sold on the secondary market, well, they can be forced to buy that loan back. And that is a massive financial hit. So they don't have a choice anymore. They have to be more careful, which means your files, your contracts, your disclosures are being looked at more closely than ever before. So here's the simple rule moving forward. Disclose it, explain it, document it. If you do those things consistently, you're going to avoid most of the problems we're seeing right now in the real estate world. But let me give you some practical things you can start doing immediately. First, big shocker here, guys, actually read the seller's disclosure. Don't skim it, read it. Read it like an underwriter would read it, not like a buyer would read it. Look for vague language or missing details or anything that makes you pause. Because here's the truth. If it makes you pause, it may make the lender actually stop. Next, identify red flags early. Things like water intrusion and roof issues and foundation cracks. Well, those aren't necessarily deal killers, especially for experienced agents that know how to navigate that, but they are absolutely deal disruptors now if you don't handle them early. Then, ask 5 critical questions. What happened? When did it happen? What caused it? How was it repaired? And, very importantly, is it still an issue today? If you can't clearly answer all 5, you've got some work to do before this deal moves forward. And if you disclose it, be ready to prove it. Things like invoices and contractor's notes and warranties. It used to be the seller said it was okay. Now, the seller saying it's okay doesn't make it through underwriting anymore. Now, let me tell you where deals are actually getting into trouble right now. Don't avoid or minimize anything in the disclosure. Don't suggest that a seller leaves something out. And don't downplay any known issue. That's a line we don't cross, ever. Don't assume it's fixed is enough anymore. Underwriters aren't going to take your word for it. They want proof. They want documentation. Sometimes they even want third-party verification. So don't wait until underwriting to address these issues, because once underwriting finds it, you've lost control of the transaction, and now you're reacting instead of leading, and our customers deserve the leadership that we bring, that knowledge, that skill that we bring to the table. And by all means, please don't be the one requesting the removal of a seller's disclosure from a contract. If that happens to you and you're the listing agent, it needs to come from the buyer's lender, and you need to document it clearly, and you need to protect yourself and your brokerage. If you're one of our agents, you need to talk to me about it, please. At the end of the day, lenders are reviewing files more closely than ever. They're flagging risk-related language, and they're requiring documentation. Not because they want to slow deals down, but because they can't afford not to. So here's your bottom line. The fastest way to lose control of a real estate deal today is to ignore the seller's disclosure. The fastest way to protect that deal is to read it carefully, clarify it early, and document it thoroughly. And the standard moving forward is simple. Disclose it, explain it, document it. If you do that, you're going to have smoother transactions, fewer surprises, and better outcomes for your clients. And if you're an agent watching this and you're trying to figure out how to navigate a market that keeps changing, well, this is exactly the kind of stuff we spend our time on every single day. Real conversations, real strategy, real world problem solving so that you can sell more real estate. Because this business is always evolving. And the agents who adapt early to these changes, they're the ones who are going to win. Good luck out there, guys, and be greater than average.